give a big smile to my favorite lady first. Okay, this is a fashion Sway JNJ again in the Nane.
And John.
All right, so when we talk about fashion, most people will think that's a young people thing, beautiful girl thing, but actually today we will have a gentleman here. You probably think he was not that fashionable, but let's check it out. Welcome to the show.
Definitely not fashionable.
Tell us about you.
I disagree.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
you look
okay.
sharp. You look
Okay,
sharp.
well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Steve Patterson. I run a company called Patterson Consulting Partners. And what we do is we are the intuitive digital platform marketing arm for the Houston market. So what we do is we market small to medium businesses using omni-channel digital marketing.
I like that.
This is the business I'm not very familiar about it, but I do know fashion is everybody's thing every day. You really don't think so, but I think like today you are dressed like a business professional. This is kind of for fashion too. So, what do you think of fashion means to you?
Well, fashion to me, I mean, I'm old school. Okay, I come from that
That's
generation.
kind of a fashion too.
A generation where and I'm glad to see people like you, younger folks like you, wear dress for success.
Yeah.
I mean, that you have that 15 to 17 seconds of impression time with somebody, and
Oh, right.
and and it's like I had this example happen to me about a week ago in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
I was out there, and a guy looked at my watch and said, "Is that a tag?" Guy was 24. I said, "How do you know it's a tag?" And he goes, "Well, yeah." He says like that. He says, "That's what I aspire for."
Yeah.
And so we are what we throw it as a perception. So
Like that.
for what you may lack in your personality or your traits, you can actually make up by creating for lack of better terms, a social facade for yourself. And actually portray something, that comes from the play Pygmalion, or as most people realize, My Fair Lady.
Yeah.
It's all about perception, what you can do. So fashion is a big part of who you are, what you play, and what you want to represent in communities.
Well said. I really like that.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
you have a question?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off. Give me the mic.
I
Give me
like you.
No, I love your answer, and not too many people would even be able to give that detailed an answer when it comes to fashion, and even know how important it is. And that's one of the avenues of our show. We try to give that message out, give some education behind different things you can do with fashion. And it's not even,
More importantly, let me make a point.
yes,
It doesn't have to be expensive.
exactly. And I was about to get to that. Yep, it does not. It does not. And it's amazing how many things you can do with fashion and make that same statement you were saying. That it's a personal facade of yourself. But with that being said, how what do you think about our show, Fashion Sway JNJ, and how would it be helpful to your business? And we're at the World Chamber of Commerce. Other businesses out there.
Everyone needs guidance in life.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a little tutoring, a little mentoring, and things like that. And if you could do a makeover for someone and show them really with a few tweaks.
Yeah.
And doing a little bit different things with their appearance and how they present themselves. I think that lending you and your skills to them to do that could have a bigger impact than they could even realize.
Yeah. I agree. It's amazing how fashion impacts. Not only does fashion allow you to make a statement without ever opening up your mouth, but it's amazing how it's vice versa. How it impacts you as an individual without
Build your confidence.
Yeah.
You walk straighter, you walk taller.
Yeah.
You get a little bit more backbone. You're going down the road, you got a little bit of a strut going.
Yeah.
That's exactly where you are. But it's important to understand that it goes back way back in history.
Yeah.
You look back in history, and and you have to remember that one famous saying by Confucius: "A picture says 1,000 words." So you're painting a picture
Yeah.
of yourself and who you are.
Yeah.
Right. It's just like we said, fashion is everybody's a business. Everybody has something to do with fashion, and he already told you the thing about our show about it. So
Right.
from your life experience, or what you kind of expectation about our show as audience? Yeah.
I think fashion chips are something that you need on a regular basis. Trends. I have a couple of clients that are, I won't use their name because I don't want to give them any promotion, but they're some salons, and I actually attended one of their workshops yesterday, and they had educators come in on cutting long, short, and medium length hair on the latest cuts that are coming this season. So if you wanted to be in style with the latest cuts, or you wanted to have better products or different things to use on your hair, that'll be the way. I mean, and this is really interesting. I've noticed this observation over the last couple of years. I always think women are the trenders, but when you really look deep, it's guys.
I like that.
And where you look at it, and where first thing to look at guys is facial hair and haircuts.
Yeah.
Because that's the first place they go. Then after they go then it's like, well, is it 2-button, 3-button? Is it button down, or is it button open? You know? And then, and it's like, and as my grandfather told me many, many years ago, doesn't matter how long that tie's in your closet, it'll come back in style.
Oh. As young as I am, I've already seen that happen.
And do that. So, yeah.
Okay, if you're gonna get some suggestions for our show, so what are gonna be?
If you're digital, which I believe you are, streaming, right? That's what you do. Is that your show?
We will be. Yeah.
Then really, you need to learn how to, from my perspective, how do you optimize your audience? How do you reach those people who are interested in fashion? And more importantly, once you do that and you figure out what those channels are, how do you claim your space to build your share? And that's what you really have to look at.
Oh, nice.
I like that.
So we all learn. We're growing.
Yes, everybody is.
Yeah. So the last question.
Yes.
From whatever you talk, I think you are pretty successful business person.
I have been very successful in my career.
If we want to do a business with you, how can we reach out with you?
Okay, you can reach me at Patterson Consulting Partners, LLC. Our web address is www.pcp-llc.biz. And or you can text me at 956-244-6211. And we're more than happy. We specialize, like I said, in startups and small businesses, or businesses are willing to go to the next level. And we work nationally and internationally. And our job is to help you point in the right direction. So, as a good friend of mine gave me this tagline, and I really believe in it. If you're going to be really successful in the future as any kind of business in the next 3 to 5 years,
Right.
you need to claim your space in the digital marketplace. If you don't, you will fail.
And that is so true. So true.
Definitely, if we need to point you the directions, then we just reach out with you.
Yeah.
We got the
Absolutely.
information.
I can help you. I'll help you out.
All right, thank you. Thank you to come
Thank
to
you
the
very
show.
much. It's
Thank
wonderful.
you.
Very
Thank you for
nice
the
to
opportunity.
meet you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you
I
as
appreciate
well.
it.
Okay.